Welcome back, family of light. This is Davida with Medium of the Light Tarot. Pisces, this is another love reading. This one is going to be initially dated for February 2021. Now, I have come to the conclusion, which I'm sure every reader has come to the conclusion when you do a recorded reading for any date. Personally, I go by the title. So if this one doesn't resonate with you, go to my playlist or go to any other reader's playlist and find the one that resonates with you and listen to that regardless of date. Mine are so specific that if you go to those, you're probably going to find something that resonates, because these ones are very specific generally. So if you are new here, welcome. If you are a returner, welcome back. And what I ask is that the Pisces that are going to listen to the entirety of this reading to ask your higher self, your guides, to come in and talk to my higher self, my guides, to give you the most healing, holding, and loving information that is currently available at the time of this reading. Now, this is the After Tarot. We'll be using other cards as well. If this does resonate with you, please make sure that you give this a thumbs up so other Pisces that need to hear this healing message can do so. And I've had some people say that they, in the description box, they say go ahead and they figure out what time the reading actually starts and puts a timestamp there. I would appreciate if you did not do that. When I'm doing announcements, it's for a reason. So I would appreciate that very much. I know that you're trying to skip to it, but this is a service that I give for free, and I would just appreciate it if you would listen to the message, because how else would you know to call on your higher self and guides. All right. So like I said, initial February 2021 reading. This is you, this is them, and this is the storyline. Looks like you're frustrated, very frustrated. I didn't look at the rest of these cards here. And before we begin, Spirit, is there anything that you would like to express to the collective Pisces? Nope, not at this time. You've got this self-purgatory card going on. And like I said, this is the After Tarot. So you can release yourself. Because right here you've got the divine masculine and the divine feminine within you here. So you don't need someone else to get you out of your repetitive thought cycle. It's you. You've got the Two of Swords here. So you're very guarded around your heart. And you've got the Four of Pentacles here. It's like holding on. With this particular deck, you're holding on for dear life. Holding on to your money. Holding on to the little bit that you think that you have. What I'm hearing on that one is let it go. And I know that's easier said than done. Your person here, we've got the Moon, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Wands. I feel like they're holding back on a truth from you. They want to have a solid, grounded beginning with you, or a reboot is what I'm hearing. But with this hawk here, or whatever kind of bird it is, see how it's its head is covered? It's kind of like your person. They want it, but they don't want to see. There's some things that they are not wanting to see, especially here with this particular card here with the After Tarot and the Moon card. But they've got the Three of Wands, so they are looking forward, because in this one, they have released the bird. They've taken off the mask and released the bird, and the bird is flying towards those ships. The ships that you're waiting to come in, are there waiting to come in. There's the Hierophant, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Wands. So if there hasn't been communication between the two of you, I feel like that it is coming. I think that you guys might have talked about up-leveling this situation. So here's where the communication card's coming in. With this Eight of Wands here, I feel like that's you waiting. Now, let's get some, I call these my 3D cards. Grounded information here. What is the holdup here between the two of you? Priest and letter. So you're waiting for a letter to come in, or you've received a text message, or you're about to. What is the Priest card about? What I heard distinctly was religious differences. And maybe that's where they held back their truth. It put you in an odd position where you're like, okay. You know, and to take this into the next higher level situation, it's like you kind of needed to know that they have a particular religious belief that might not really coincide with yours. Or I feel like you don't really care, but they're like, and they're not really that religious either, but it's like if they were to take us to the next level with this Hierophant here, they're like, well, to please the family, it might make it a little difficult, you know, and here's falseness. And I don't have any, well, maybe because actually I just have a scratch right there from my cat. Falseness. So maybe like they're loving and kind, and then all of a sudden, meow. So maybe that's what it is. I think I have solved a mystery of mind for a minute. Thanks, Pisces. So maybe because they didn't come out and say that to you right away, you're like, well, okay, why did you hold back? Now you've put me in an odd situation when you should have just been, you know, forthcoming from the get-go. I feel like both of you are hoping that you can move past this. I feel like they feel a little tied up about this. In the bottom of the deck, prison. You know, look at the remorse. So they're like, why didn't I just say something from the beginning? But like I said, that they're going through a thing because of this situation. You know, they're all about you. I just don't think that they thought it was going to go as far as it has. You know, with this Eight of Swords here comes the Five of Cups. So it's like you're upset about this. You see that there's been 3 cups that have been spilled, and that there's 2 cups here that are still full. Like in the After Tarot, he notices that they're there, as you do. But there's still tragedy going on where you're just like, okay, make up your mind. Okay, they want me to switch to this one. This is the Romance Angels cards. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. And I feel like that's what you're trying to get them to do. Like, okay, figure this out. If it's a big deal, it's a big deal to you. If it's not, let's move on. Unrequited love. There is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Now, what does that mean? That's actually both of your fears. Interesting. One more Romance Angels here. Okay. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And that's true. Like if both of you are thinking, oh, there's not enough love to sustain this anyway, they're not really that into me. Stay positive. So, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So The reason why they might not be communicating right now is because they're trying to deal with, they're trying to rearrange their thinking, is what I'm hearing. Let's see what this Two of Swords is about. Judgment. You know, and not only are they trying to figure it out, but you're trying to figure it out too, where you're like, really? Do I want to be in a situation where I would be viewed by family members as you know, being less than? Because that's not what you want. Who wants that? Their family members is what I'm saying. With this Four of Pentacles comes the, excuse me, the Seven of Wands. So it's like, you don't want bickering. You don't want fighting. Sorry, my kitty keeps coming up to me and want me to pet him. So he's trying to give some kitty lovin's now that he feels bad that he swiped at me with his falseness. Right? Mr. Riley. All right. So with the Moon card comes the Ace of Wands. They have a lot of passion for you. They have a lot of fire for you. And they don't want you to think that they held something back on you. It was just the nature of the beast. Like, they didn't know. They did not know that you guys were going to go this far. So they didn't divulge it at first because they didn't think it mattered. And with this, interesting, the Ace of Swords comes the Ace of Pentacles. They definitely want a new beginning. They want a solid, grounded commitment here, new beginning. They see you as the Empress. They see you as their Empress. When they're looking into the future, they see their Empress, and that is you. On the bottom of the deck, Victory has come out with this Hierophant. You know, and in this one, that man is putting another laurel wreath around this woman. So it's like victory for all, not just for one. With this Eight of Wands is the Three of Pentacles. So there's going to be communication about working together to overcome this, to work through it. And here is the High Priestess. So with this King of Wands comes the High Priestess, where, you know, they're showing their fiery passion for you. And you are showing up as this little hesitant, maybe a little quiet, but knowledgeable now that you have a clearer idea of what this is about. Now, always flip the storyline here as it reads for you. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up so it can go to other Pisces who need to hear this. Let's go further. So there is the Queen of Pentacles. So there's going to be an offer, especially with this Ace of Pentacles here. You're going to consider it. I think you want to take it. You know, and you're going to have to let go of this idea that they got away with something, that they needed, you know, they needed you to know that that was not their intention. And you're going to have to trust and let that go. This is your thought and your fear about what they were trying to do. And what I'm feeling from them is that's not the truth. This is your fear, not what their intention was. All right, let's check on other cards here. What else? Let's do the White Rose Guidance Oracle cards. What message of love do they want to impart here? I know you are my other half. You are my everything. Very nice. So if you were concerned that they were trying to dupe you, it's not. I think this is something that can be overcome. There might be some challenges involved, but know that their love for you is deep. And they do want to make this work. And what I'm hearing is, please don't make them a villain. Okay. I hope that this was helpful, Pisces. Make sure that you subscribe if you have not already. Give it a thumbs up. And if you like this content, there's more where that came from. And I will see you next time on Medium of the Light Tarot. Bye for now, you guys.